let me introduce you to my new Honda S2000. I bought it a few days ago and it's a little bit rough around the edges. It's going to need a little bit of work cosmetically. It's got a pretty dull wing, it's got some creamy headlights, we've got some wheels that need refurbishing. There's a little bit of corrosion here and there, but do you know what? I can make it a lovely car. You know, we can put some makeup on her and she's going to look lovely. The reason I bought this car is the fact that it had a lady owner 7 years and she's really taken care of it, and it's got great service history. Mechanically, it sounds, I don't think it's seen the VTEC in 7 years, so yeah, I thought we'll do a little review. I'll tell you what it's like to drive. Kind of old school. But we're in. It feels compact. The driving position, you know, there's not an awful lot of adjustment. I've got the seat all the way back, but surprisingly, the steering wheel is, you know, is perfect. It's a small steering wheel, small in diameter. There's no buttons on the steering wheel, so it's very much driver focused, and the whole kind of dashboard is laid out for the driver. You know, the air conditioning controls, the radio controls, you know, they're at fingertips. It reminds me of, you know, riding a motorbike in that sense, that I've got the volume and the heater controls at my fingertips. What do I like? The steering, for one. To go around these kind of swooping S-bends around here, you know, we're talking little movements. It's got a short steering rack in the sense that you don't need much input. We're talking, you know, 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and the car just darts into the corner. And it's got great front end grip. With it being kind of front engined, it's got that weight over the front wheels, and you get a great kind of initial turn. Secondly, the gearbox. It's lovely, lovely to use. Very short ratios, and it's very precise. I think it's taken me a little while to get used to it, if I'm honest. You know, a few times I was going from kind of second into fifth and missing third because the ratios are real close. Right, we're feeling brave. We've got the roof down and it's drizzling, but you know. Really nice to kind of rev match this engine. To balance it on the throttle. And then we're in the VTEC. This is completely standard, this engine. There's no kit, there's no exhaust. Have a listen. Yeah, I like it. It's good. Oh, that's bad. Where it excels, of course, is the drive. And you get on a road like this and you can't just help yourself but stir it and bring it out, really. These are some really challenging roads. You know, offset cambers, it's a bit greasy, and have a listen, heel and toe in. So easy. Steering again. It just darts in. And then on the exit, you're in the right gear. Because it's up to 9, change the gear, into 5th. And that's what I keep doing. I need to get used to this gearbox. What can I say? As we slow it down a little bit through here, you know, to use daily, you know, it's not so bad at all. You've got relative creature comforts, but for me personally, I bought this car for, you know, a bit of a weekend blast, a bit of fun, a bit of summer fun, hoping that the sun would come out once in a while. And in comparison to something like the Boxster S, this car, you know, for a longer journey is a little bit more tiresome. I'm a little bit more cramped in the seat. I haven't got quite as much space. I haven't got quite as good a radio, or do you know what I mean? Those kind of usability things, it's maybe lacking a few. To be fair, roof down, I know I've got a hat on, but you don't get buffeted much at all. You've got quite a kind of upright windscreen, which kind of sends the air upwards. So, in terms of hairdos, they're not so bad. What's surprising is everyone says they've got no torque, but they still have the torque. I think, you know, 4th, 5th gear, even 6th gear at 40 mile an hour, it's 2,000 RPM. Yeah, you know, it's still got a bit of performance down the bottom. And it's quiet, you know, it's quiet when you're just tooting about. There isn't huge amounts of exhaust noise. The main noise you get is induction sound, and I think I can see why a lot of people do put, you know, the induction kits. My younger brother had one, and that was the first thing he did, and I see why. Whether we keep this standard, I kind of like standard cars, but it could be a little modification which might help cold air feed and a bit more of a VTEC kind of noise. But for me, what I'm going to do for this car is cosmetically sort it out. You know, refurbish the wheels. I'm actually going to paint the full front end, so bonnet, wings, even front bumper. Because of its age, you know, the car's done just short of 100,000 miles now. She's 14 years old, bless it. I like the cars to be, you know, really nicely presented, because I see myself keeping it. Over the years, I've looked at the values of these cars. My brother owned one 3 years ago, and I think he paid £4.5 grand for his. Go and try buy one for £4.5 grand now. You can't. This car, when I finish with it, will be a £10,000 car, and £10,000 is going to be worth that all day long. They're never going to build something like this again. A naturally aspirated 2-litre VTEC that revs to 9,000. We're talking hybrid systems, we're talking electric. Unfortunately, this is a dying breed, and for those out there thinking of buying one, go buy one now before they're 15 grand, before they're 20 grand, and enjoy it, because this is by far one of the best driving experiences you will ever find for under 10 grand.